You know what it's like to start a fresh new world. The excitement of exploring, finding cool things, searching high and low for something that just stands out. When you find that thing, you're hit with an idea that's so cool you just have to make it. Well, today I'm going to show you how to build this underground starter base with a little bit of everything that you need to start your new world. Here's your materials list. Unless you plan on following my design block for block, I do recommend grabbing some extra stone, deep slate, and andesite just to have on hand. Also, I try to make the design as clear as possible, which is why I use color concrete here. You don't have to do this. If marking the floor like this with different colors works for you, feel free to use any block you want. I'm also trying to be really clear here about dimensions and size and layout so that once you have the room dug out and you have your materials, it'll come together really fast. Make sure this back wall is 1 block deeper. This is where the storage goes, and obviously we can't fit a double chest in this spot. All right, let's get started. First, you're going to fill the center area with deep slate brick and deep slate tile blocks to create part of the floor. Then, using spruce logs, create beams all around the room. Make sure you leave room for this horizontal beam to connect them all. Now for the portal area. I know I use a lot of obsidian here, definitely more than you need for a portal. I just like the way it looked, but if you just don't have that much obsidian on hand, feel free to use a different block. Every starter base needs some crops. First, we're going to raise the Y level of the floor by 1 block. And then put down our dirt. As you're filling this area in, remember where the water goes. I love me some texture. By alternating stone brick, cracked stone brick, polished andesite, and stairs, you can make the space look a little older and worn. This is where your block quantities might differ from mine unless you follow exactly what I do block by block. Just make sure you have a little extra of each block on hand. Now time for some detail. Just like in my last tutorial, I'm going to plant sugarcane, wheat, potatoes, and carrots. The water is set up for the sugarcane to grow like this, but for all the other blocks, you can plant whatever crops you'd like. Looking good. Let's be honest, we don't make bedrooms in Minecraft to spend time in them. We make bedrooms because pretty. And this bedroom nook is going to look so good that you'll wish you spent more time in it. Looking at this now, I kind of wish I'd used red wool in the center instead of the crimson nylium. So if you want to go that route, feel free. I always have to have green things in my builds. There's just something about plants that make them the perfect final detail. If you use glowberries here, do not forget the shears, otherwise we're going to come back to an overgrown bedroom. All right, another very important area, your crafting zone. This whole wall is split into two parts, one for some storage and a crafting block, the other for more storage and the important blocks you'll need for the downtime between your adventures. You know, furnaces, a stone cutter, that kind of thing. If there's anything here that you don't use or you feel is missing, just feel free to swap it out. And I know item frames are entities and that if you have too many of them, they can cause lag, but I just really like the way they look on my storage because I'm a visual person. So even though I added them here, they're not necessary if you really have an issue with lag. Speaking of item frames, we're about to add a whole bunch more to our storage area over here, but first we'll need to add all the chests. Now, I personally still use the starter base in my world, and I feel like this amount of storage has held for a really long time. Right when I was about to run out of room because I was collecting a lot of like dirt and stone and things, I made a shulker farm in the end and was able to bring those over, make some shulker boxes, and condense all my resources to like no space at all. So, this should give you a really good start. And here are the frames. I'm telling you, it looks so good having the contents of the chest on the frame so you can see at a glance where everything is stored. But again, it's optional. Okay, now for probably my favorite part of this build. I came up with this lava chandelier centerpiece thing that happens to be an infinite lava farm. It's in a really convenient location right next to your furnaces, which means you can fill up buckets of lava, throw them in your furnace, and smelt up to 100 items. As a comparison, coal, which I think a lot of people use for fuel, only smelts 80. Now, this is where you're going to want to be careful where things are placed. Your ring of lava should go 1 block lower than your deep slate floor. The center should be filled in with stone, so you have a place for your cauldrons to sit. And then, to keep any accidents from happening, you'll want to cover the lava with glass blocks. This should leave you an open ring to fill in with andesite blocks and stairs. Call it a safety measure or a design feature, whichever. I felt like it was a good idea to have some infinite water sources next to the lava. Do take an extra second to make sure the diamond design on the ceiling lines up with the design on the floor. Cover the holes with glass blocks. And then place your dripstone blocks. Once you add your dripstone, each dripstone should be directly above a cauldron. Next, we're going to have to dig our way into the ceiling and open the area up so we can place our lava. Do not forget placing this glass block in between the dripstone blocks, unless you want to have an extra bonus lava flow. Fill the area above the dripstone with lava and then cover it with stone. The blocks left open should be directly above your glass blocks, which means when you place lava above them, you'll be able to see it from below. Once that's all done, you'll close this area up with stone, and then your base will be complete. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. In a second, we're going to go inside to see the final product, but before we do that, I just want to say thank you for tuning in. Let me know if you build the starter base in your own world, and make sure you like this video if you liked the video. If you're looking to get better at building in Minecraft, please maybe also consider subscribing to the channel because I have a lot of fun designs in progress. I can't wait to share them. I've actually become a building fiend. It is my favorite thing to do in Minecraft, and I'm really looking forward to sharing more designs with you. All right. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you again for watching. Let's take a look at the finished base.